This is completely politically incorrect, but I'm going to say it anyways. Just go out and have sex with a bunch of people. Did I say that out loud? Okay, that's not really actually good advice. But maybe in your mind's eye, maybe a little fantasy. Just do that. Hello, Allana Pratt here, intimacy expert, host of the podcast, Intimate Conversations. And we just did a great masterclass called WTF, What the Fuck Relationships. Haven't we all said that at some point, right? It's all about finding your person or awakening the one you're with. And so I'm really enjoying your question, and it happens to a lot of us. It's about how do we move on and stop thinking about that last person that we were dating? How do we no longer just have them spinning in our mind? And how do we move forward after that person didn't like us back? This is completely politically incorrect, but I'm going to say it anyways. Just go out and have sex with a bunch of people. Did I say that out loud? Okay, that's not really actually good advice. But maybe in your mind's eye, maybe a little fantasy. Just do that. There's just something about doing something free, doing something bold, doing something erotically wild. Okay, so maybe not like have sex with everybody, but do something a little on the crazy side. Do something a little adventurous and out of the ordinary. Maybe go to like a tantra workshop where people maybe get naked. I don't know. Maybe just go buy glitter underwear. I don't know. Maybe go for an adventure and do like a 6-night quest in nature with very little food and shamans or something. I don't know. But like, shake it up. Shake it up. Because, and those, you're probably like, oh my God, she gives really horrible advice. but there's something where we get shut down. We are only playing inside the lines. And it feels so unfair that I was doing my best and it didn't work and they don't like me. Well, you like you. Do something where you like you. Do something where you can have nature love you. Do something where you can be around community that loves you. Throw a party and have everybody sing together or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being terribly creative right now, but there's something about getting out of the lower vibrational ball where you're only looking from the outside in. Why didn't they like me back? And turn that the opposite way and go, you know what? I love me. I'm going to do something amazing for me. It could be something super, super simple, but something out of your comfort zone that is a declaration of self-love, a declaration of self-expression, a declaration of I am bigger than my circumstances, a declaration that no one and no thing is ever going to stop me, and I love me. A little feisty first. Because you're the pendulum swing, you've gone one way of like kind of going a little bit into victim. Like letting their decision if they like you or not. Oh, look at that. He's pooing right there. Did he just poo? He just pooed right there, didn't he? Live on YouTube. Sorry. So these are all the horsies. We like to hang out together outside. But I've got to say, I've never had the poo happen right on a video. It's always a first. Maybe. Yeah, I was going to say something really, really naughty, but I'm not. Okay. So the idea is, when the pendulum swings one way, the other this way, and we're feeling like a victim, we want to swing it the other way and be victorious. And then we swing into the center, into grace, into presence, right? I know there's a lot of beautiful spiritual, metaphysical things where I'm like, just go meditate. Just journal. Just have a hot bath. I mean, if that works for you, great, but not for me. When I'm really in a low, I need to just kick my butt and get out there and do something fun. I remember when I first moved to this little town in Wyoming, I just work all day and I kind of work all weekend, and maybe work looks a little more like writing on the weekends or whatever, but I wasn't really leaving the house because I was scared. I'd gone through a really scary relationship and I was scared and I wanted to stay home, and it was snowing and I had all my excuses. But then it was like the Stanley Cup finals. And I'm Canadian, and my clients were starting to say, did you watch the game, Allana? And so I was brave and I went out to, I think there's only two bars in town. It's a tiny little place. but I went to the sports bar and I went right up to the bar and I said, "Dear, can you put on the Stanley Cup for me? And what would you like? Like some bourbon?" And I sat there and I started to make friends and started to tell them about which hockey team I was rooting for, and I got them all to root for the same team with me, and we just had a really, really good time. And that was bold for me. That was bold, just go out there. And they were like, "You're new." And then the music came on. I started dancing like, "Girl, you can dance." And I just made all these friends. It was great. It was actually quite poignant as well that night. The singer, there was a live singer, and all of a sudden he took off his cowboy hat, and everybody in the place took off their cowboy hat, and they started to sing Amazing Grace. Someone in the community had died in a car accident. And it was amazing to go from like bourbon and hockey to like silence and Amazing Grace. And then the singer said, "And we all have another day. So in honor of him, let us live fully." Put the cowboy hat back on again. The music started up again. The drinking, the dancing, everything. I was like, whoa, I love how they are present and they feel deep and they live big. So I was like, I think I'm going to stay here. I think I like this place. It was a great sign. It was a great sign. So there you go. There's my maybe not terribly profound advice, but everything's energy, right? And so if you're having a very low depressive energy, depression quite often is suppressed anger. And not that I want you to go out and get angry at another, but if you can lift that energy into like a fierce love of self, okay? You're going to raise yourself up Hawkins scale of consciousness from that low guilt, shame, feeling awful, up through anger, otherwise known as fierce love if you keep your heart open, up into allowance. That's what's going to come after that. You're going to get feisty, you're going to have some fun, and then you keep going up the scale, you're going to come into an allowance that, you know what? Okay, I allow that they didn't like me back. I like me. What's it going to take to find someone who likes me and have a great life with them, right? And then you choose. From there, allowance, you choose, you take different actions. So I'd like you to choose to hang out with us more. If you haven't already signed up for my newsletter, allanapratt.com, please do so. I provide videos that are even more, politically correct than ones on YouTube. We have wonderful programs. We have heart mates. We have group coaching. We go on retreats. We have way too much fun together. We'd love to invite you. So check us out. Lots of complimentary intimacy blind spot breakthrough assessment, all sorts of cool stuff on this site to support you. And also my podcast, Intimate Conversations, lots of ways to love the shit out of you, even if they didn't. Okay?